Well, it is official, Falcon fans. Kevin Stefanski has been announced as the next head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm going to be honest, I did not really know how I felt about this. I was not too thrilled about this when it first got announced. But at the end of the day, he is the next head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. And we'll just have to see where it goes from here. Now, I get it. The Cleveland Browns are a dysfunctional franchise, and they have been for quite some time. So, him winning Coach of the Year twice and taking them to the playoffs twice, once with Baker Mayfield, once with Joe Flacco. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. He probably is a good coach. He's coming from a dysfunctional franchise. And from my understanding, the front office stood in his way a lot, kept him from really making decisions. And I know a lot of people are looking at the Shador situation, but how much of that was really him? How much of that was really the front office? We really don't know. And we just know what we've heard. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he can get more out of this offense than, was gotten out of this offense last season or this past season. I feel like he can get more out of this offense. I think the Falcons have a better offense than the Browns. I don't think that's any secret. We definitely have more talent on the offensive side of the ball. We'll just see what happens from here. I don't think he's necessarily a bad hire. I still don't 100% know how I feel about it, but then again, I guess we have to trust the process, trust, what they've seen, what they've heard. They've been doing the interviews. We haven't. We haven't been in there. Maybe it's just something, they see that we don't see. But I don't necessarily think he's a bad coach. We just have to see what happens from here. And just, you know, try to remain positive. Just hope for better things. I do not think the offense is going to be worse than it was last year. So that's one plus. From my understanding, they are going to retain Jeff Albright. So that's the defensive side of the ball, which is pretty much solidified. Kevin Stefanski is not going to have to worry about the defensive side of the ball. If he brings the right OC in here, this could all work. Let's try to remain positive and just see where it goes from here, Falcon fans.